Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Anna with Adventures in Cardboard, and I'm going to be showing you today how to do this technique here for the activity booklets we sent out for residencies. So this is just a peeling away of part of the corrugated cardboard so that exterior surface and allows the actual corrugation underneath to be shown. So I've done it on the back here, I've also done it on the front. It's just a really fun, easy way to add a little bit of detail. So you could do small things even like this with it. So I'm going to do a much smaller scale of one of these books, just using this little piece here. And I'm going to just start by kind of sketching out what I want my design to look like. So for this specific build, you need a pencil. I have an eraser too because, you know, life happens, mistakes happen, and sometimes you want to make them a little nicer. And then either this small little X-Acto knife, this little detail piece, a larger X-Acto knife. I'm using this because it's a little bit easier to manipulate and work with, and tweezers. Tweezers are very helpful. So to start this off, I'm just going to come up with a design. Just kind of doodle. In that last piece, the last book I did was based off of a river or a water droplet. So imagining the rippling effects as a droplet were to fall on the cardboard. So I'm just going to kind of mimic that because I really like that. And maybe I'll throw in some straight lines too, just to mimic the other book with its very formal design. So we'll do that, and then over here, let's do some angles. Yeah, straight. So there we go. Alright, so now that I have my sketched out design, and you can see there's two designs there. I'm doing the centerpiece and then I'm doing these angles up here. I can take my sharp little knife, my handy dandy trusty knife. I'm going to be aware of where my fingers, my hands are. I'm going to keep my hands closed while I'm doing this. Hello. Keep my hands closed while I'm doing this just so that I don't risk cutting into them. And I'm just going to use this hand, my non-dominant, to help me cut in and score. I'm not cutting all the way in. This is a half cut into the cardboard. I'm just going to score around this. Da, 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 da. And you'll notice that while I'm doing this, I'm moving the cardboard so that it's easier and safer for me to cut. Alright, so the next step, once I've scored in and I've cut that out, see there's no marks on the back, is to take my tweezers, this is the fun part, and kind of get in there and start to peel it away. And you can also use your fingers. The tweezers are easier to start the actual process and help with some of the cleanup. So I'm just going to tear this away. And sometimes when you're getting closer to this, you want to go a little bit slower, just so that you don't risk pulling this piece up itself. I'll sometimes pull away like this, so I'm pulling away from my centerpiece and not risking damaging it as much. Just little helpful techniques. This can be really satisfying to do. You could just sit here, get some Bob Ross going in the background, put on some favorite video game music, and just zen out peeling cardboard. There's another really cool effect. I'm actually not going to keep this effect, but you can see that I've taken the first surface of that cardboard off. If you just want to show a difference between those two, easy enough. Just do this. I will say that you're more than likely to end up pulling this entire surface off, but you can try and see if it makes something really cool on your book. See if it becomes a cool design, a cool texture. In my case, I don't want that. I want to destroy it. So I'm just going to keep tearing. I'm nearly finished tearing all of this. I'll show you. Yeah, all right. There we go. So that's my nice little rippling effect. It has all of the corrugated cardboard not exposed. So it will end up looking, if I were to continue working on this piece, just like this. Or if I want to do this piece, this angular up there, it could look something like this here with these sharper edges. I'm also going to keep some of the larger pieces of this to use for another build because I can actually take these and glue them onto surfaces for almost like a feathery effect. So these smaller pieces, I don't need as much, but these two big pieces, I do want to keep. And I'll just make sure that these go in the recycling. Alright, so that part's done. I'll do this part another time while I'm still working on it. But now you know how to get this really cool corrugated cardboard texture. Moving on to the next one. See you all.